Hello, guys. Blessed be. This is High Priestess Jamila. I am doing a little voiceover and so I'm sure that my mouth is not matching what I'm saying. For some reason on TikTok, the first video that I uploaded to show the uh, money oil with the bank dirt, it was completely silent. So it was very weird. The other ones were fine, but this was the only one. So pretty much what I am discussing is talking to you guys about, probably saying thank you for clicking the link, subscribe, make sure that you follow me on TikTok or YouTube. We're making bank dirt wealth, prosperity, and abundance oil. And right here, I'm actually showing you guys the ingredient list because this oil actually has more than the bank dirt. It has a whole bunch of herbs in it. And so basically what I'm talking about right here is how you can use whatever herbs that you want. And so I was just basically showing my little witchy book that I'm leaving to my children, I guess, whenever we ain't gonna talk about that. So I believe that we don't really miss much in this one. I think I'm just kind of running my mouth. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm going over the ingredients with you, which you're going to see later on. But what you're going to need, obviously, is an ethically sourced bank dirt, which means that you actually got it from a bank. And I was talking about how I was a savage at the bank the other day and just kind of nonchalantly picked up the bank dirt, okay, at one of the largest banks in America. And also I'm discussing the ingredients right here. I use sweet almond oil, rosemary essential oil, and I even use a little bit of amber oil in it. I think I'm also discussing, let me see. Oh yeah, stones. I'm talking to you guys about the stones that I used to, charge the oil, which is sunstone, moonstone, and citrine, and even amethyst. Okay. So I'm pretty much, I don't know what I'm talking about right here, but, I think I'm going over with you some of the ingredients: dragon's blood, frankincense. I'm just really just saying a whole lot right here, okay? And I don't exactly remember what I was talking about, but I was talking about the ingredients. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, so I first start out by lighting up an incense coal, and I am consecrating the bank dirt, okay? And I think I was talking about how the bank dirt is still very moist and wet because it was raining the day that I got it, which to me seems like would make it stronger if it's raining, okay? Because we associate rain with, abundance and prosperity. And then also rain is very relaxing and all of that stuff. So I'm talking about that, maybe talking about how it smells, which is a very amazing earthy smell. Okay. And then I was showing the cup. That's where I got it from the bank. And I was discussing that I'm going to be using that as well, which was quite a bit. Obviously, I've got a lot to save or to put up until the next time I need to go and get some. And, so I'm talking about consecrating it. And that's actually what I start to do, okay, in part one. Now, I'm also consecrating the jar. I think I'm going on and on about how those are not my preferred mason jars. I prefer the ones with the separate little seal. But these are supposed to be good as far as like giving you an airtight seal. And they were like $20 for like 20 of them. Okay. So I go through jars so easily, quickly. So I'm running my mouth and rambling on and on about that. And at some point, I talk too much. Okay. I have a tendency to ramble, But it was probably some good information for those of you that are practicing, okay? And I think I was talking about how you want to be careful because some of these off-brand mason canning jars can leak, or either it won't be an airtight seal. Okay, so at this point, what I am doing is I am getting ready to start consecrating everything. And I'm still running my mouth. Y'all know, I'm just, goodness gracious, why do I talk so much? So I'm lighting it up, and then I'm talking about how my tongs are upstairs and I don't have my tongs, and, you know, talking about using safety precaution. Okay, so, yeah, I use my little tiny vessel there, and, you know, giving that a few minutes or whatever. I don't know why I do more so like, I don't know. I think I have like that teacher vibe going on a lot, you know, as far as like, because I do teach magic. And then I'm talking about dragon's blood. I'm talking about how I have the dragon's blood and everything. And, you know, just going on and on about dragon's blood. Rambling, running my mouth, okay? Because you don't want to have too much dead air sometimes, okay? So right here, I'm lowering the camera. And I'm like, hello, I'm lowering the camera. So I'm lowering the camera so that, yeah, I'm lowering the camera so that you guys will have a better view of my work area, okay? All right, cool beans. So, right here, I am getting ready to crush up my dragon's blood resin. Okay, I'm backing it up so it'll be more room. Okay, and then I finally crush it, okay? So basically what I'm talking about here is that you want to use a good deal of the dragon's blood, like a big chunk of it, you know, of the resin, because what that's going to do is that is going to make it easier to blend if you have wet bank dirt, okay? But it shouldn't make a difference. I wanted a lot of dragon's blood in it, though, because dragon's blood is very powerful, and I love dragon's blood, okay? I ended up putting a piece back, but then adding it. Now I'm getting ready to consecrate the jar, and I had dropped a piece of the dragon's blood, and I was being cheap, and I picked it up. Okay, and so I'm still running my mouth, rambling about something, I don't know. And then finally, I grabbed things and I started to consecrate things, okay? So I think the first thing that I started consecrating was the bank dirt, okay? And like I said, you know, this is going to be some of the best oil. Honestly, it's going to be some good stuff because, you know, I even noticed a difference just having it in my house. Of course, I did charge it under my Lord Ganesha altar. And so I'm basically starting the consecration process. I consecrate this bank dirt, clear it of any and all negative energies and spirits, and I consecrate it to bring in abundance. I consecrate it to bring in wealth and prosperity and stability and security to home, business, home, job, to get jobs, to, you know, bring in abundance, okay, which is large amounts of money, because you're thinking about a bank, right? So right here, I'm just consecrating it. In part 2 is where the rest of the parts of this is where you are going to get the actual footage without it being silent, like a silent movie or something. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty much what I'm doing. I'm taking the time to consecrate it. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm just basically consecrating it, you know, to be used for my magical purposes of bringing in money and prosperity for myself, for clients. You guys know that. Okay, so here we go. Part 2. All right, so we are just continuing to consecrate. And when you consecrate something, you really, really, really want to focus on your intent in consecrating it, okay? And the way that I focus on my intent is seeing the outcome, you know. It's like a buzz feeling. It's like a buzz that you're seeing, you're visualizing, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of touch this to put my intent into it, like this. Okay, and then we'll do the same with what's in the cup, because we're definitely going to use what is in this cup, okay? All right. There's a certain energy that I am putting into it, and it is the energy of security and assurance, okay? Is what I'm putting into it right now, okay? Okay. Oh, a little piece of it kind of fell in there. Okay. Hey, little man. Hey. All right, so I'm going to also do some more consecrating. I'm going to consecrate this sunstone, clear it of any and all previous negative energies, and I charge this sunstone to bring prosperity, abundance, and wealth and success to any magical money working that I do, and to just the energy and the vibration to bring success, and to manifest power. And then this moonstone, we're going to consecrate this moonstone to allow prosperity and money to flow. We're going to clear it of all negative energies and just to allow the flow of money, okay, to come into either myself, either any other divine feminine, divine masculine, okay, and to bring a return on our invested time that we work so hard for. And this is going to bring balance. I consecrate you to bring balance. Okay. Sorry, I have a child. I've gotten adjusted to it, but it's kind of like, eh. Hey, little man. Jacob, you want to go up in mommy's room? Jacob, you want to go up in mommy's room? Probably not. All right, so we're going to just start consecrating the jar because it doesn't have to take all year. Honestly, we're going to consecrate this jar, and you don't have to say it. You can just, but I found that actually saying it, I consecrate this jar to be used to hold the power of my intent of this bank dirt money oil, okay? And so we're just going to set that right there. And I have a lot of dragon's blood right here. So first I'm going to pour my oil, okay? And the reason why you want to pour the oil in there in your jars or whenever you're working with an oil or making an oil, and it depends on how you're making it, because I've made it on the stove before. I've made oils in my cauldron. Reason why you want to do it that way, there I go using my teeth again. The reason why you want to do it that way is so that as you're adding the ingredients, it doesn't get all stuck to the bottom. You know, you can stir it. It just, you know, it's better. So, and we're going to actually take this and pour this almond oil. It's sweet almond oil. We're going to make a large batch. We'll probably end up using all of this, but you also want to allow some leeway, because once you start adding, I'm going to put a buttload of herbs in here. So I'd say that that's good. And we're going to consecrate that oil with the energies of money, prosperity, and abundance, and security, and stability, stable jobs, stable business, stable households, money for clothes, shoes, you know. All right, now I am going to start adding my rosemary for protection, and we can add a little bit more, but rosemary is really good for protection. We're going to add it for protection. We're going to add it for money and prosperity and healing and all of that. So I'm going to add 5 or 6 of these dropperfuls in here, okay? And if I miscounted it, please forgive me, okay? Because I'll probably end up adding a little bit more rosemary to it, okay? All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our dirt, okay? I feel like that should go in second, okay? Well, third, okay? Because it's dirt and it's grounding, okay? It comes from the ground. And so this is plenty of dragon's blood that I have in here. So what I'm going to do is scrape this, and we're going to add this. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a lot. That is a lot. Now y'all can hear my coffee maker going, okay? So you see how much that is right there? That's a lot. Just what was stuck to the bottom or the sides of this cup is a lot. So we're just going to add that with our dragon's blood resin. And then, like I said, this has to sit out for a little while to dry. But there are some dry spots. This is still very moist. We're just going to add it, okay? The grass in it is fine unless you want to pull that out. But there's plenty here. You see, that's a lot right there, okay? And so we're just going to do that, okay? And we're going to use some from the bottom here because the bottom is a little more dry. You know, I just didn't feel comfortable with putting it, you know. I was just going to put it in the dehydrator on this, but nah. Because that action probably, okay, there's a big pellet of it. And just going to put that in there. Probably about maybe a tablespoon-ish. See, this is a good piece right here, okay? And we really want to put enough in it. I'm going to save some of this, obviously, right? But, you know, because I can use it for other things. And, you know, it was the perfect day to get it. I didn't go late at night. I went during the day, actually, and I was able to collect this dirt just very nonchalantly, you know, to where people weren't like, hey, what is that lady over there doing? So I am going to start grinding this up, and then I will be back with part 3. Blessings, guys. We're back with part 3 of the bank dirt oil. Now, I decided that I needed a deeper mortar and pestle. So I'm going to transfer this over to here. I think it would be easier, you know, and this one's so cute or whatever, but it's too small, okay? And we don't want to limit things. So I'm just going to take this and grind this. We're going to go clockwise with this, okay? And we're just going to grind it. It's doing great. This is one of my favorite mortar and pestles here. Okay, I'm just going to pulverize it. And what we want is to have the dirt. You want to focus on the intent. What is your intent while you're doing it, okay? Now I'm going to grab a little bit more of this dragon's blood. We're going to add this piece to it, okay? Because the dragon's blood is kind of helping, you know, dry it out a little bit, okay? I would still recommend adding the dragon's blood, whether or not it's dried or not. It's pretty dried out right now, okay? Okay, good deal. And it doesn't have to be grinded up perfectly. It gives the dirt a red color, okay? Very beautiful, okay? And it kind of looks like that red brick dirt. Over here in Georgia, they have red brick dirt everywhere. The first place that I lived at in Georgia, it was surrounding me, and it was really nice. Now I'm more so the area that I'm in, I'm just surrounded by the woods and nature. And one time 3 deers came galloping across my yard. I was shocked and amazed. All right, so I'm gonna take just a couple of minutes because I don't want to cut corners here, okay? And we're just gonna take a few minutes to grind this. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. I want to put that down for a second, and we're just going to do this. Okay. All right. Now I am going to add it to the oil, okay? You can use your apothecary spoon if you want. I'm just going to scoop it from the bottom. I may have to do a little bit of scraping with my little trusty knife here. I've got the cutest little apothecary. I need this knife. I've got the cutest little apothecary spoons, and they're just spread all over the place. So now we're gonna take this and I'm gonna guide this into this oil, okay? We're gonna just guide it in there. Oh, perfect. Got bubbles already. And for all of y'all's sakes, I did go and put on some kind of bra. I put on my sports bra because I was... I was hanging out everywhere, y'all. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we're going to get all of that out of there as much as we humanly can. Okay? And that's good. Yeah, we got it all out of there. And so this is what you're looking at. Now, what I love is the fact that it all went and settled at the bottom. And you can see these bubbles periodically going to the top. This is the science behind the magic. It is. It's the science behind the magic, honestly. Now, of course, you can take something and stir it, which is what we're going to do. But we're going to let it do its own magic. And of course, we're going to stir it and we're going to shake it as well. Okay, you see those bubbles? Beautiful. Okay, so that's what you want. And we're going to start putting our herbs in here. Now, the order of the herbs that you put in there doesn't matter. You can put them in whatever order that you want. Now, the first herb that I'm going to put in here is some blessed thistle. Blessed thistle can be used in money workings to bring abundance. Okay, so I'm going to use some blessed thistle in here. Okay, and we're going to, you don't have to have a whole lot because we are putting a plethora of herbs in here. Okay, and you know, so we're just going to consecrate this blessed thistle. Okay, to bring in abundance of money. Okay. Okay, we're just going to add that to it. And guys, I'm sorry if I don't have a better angle for you. Perhaps in part 4, I'll have it more so facing the jar, maybe. Okay, but we'll see. Because my tripod doesn't really tilt very well, but I think you guys can see that okay. Okay, and so we got our blessed thistle. We're going to put some meadowsweet in it because this is all about change. Meadowsweet is connected to Pluto. You should do your research on meadowsweet. It's related to Jupiter and Pluto to bring changes and to bring fast money and abundance. Life-changing money. Money to change our lives so we can be stable. We thank the earth for the herbs. We thank the earth for her herbs. We do not take that for granted. Now, I've got a big bag of skullcap here. Skullcap, I was advised to put by my spirits to put skullcap in it. And I believe that it has a lot to do with, you know, removing money limitations. You know, like if I use this for a client, which I will use it for my clients and myself, to remove any and all subconscious or unconscious or conscious money blockages so that the money can just flow through, remove any fear of that change because it's hard, okay? Change is hard. Even positive change is hard, okay? Now, I'm also going to put a little bit of peppermint in it. And I think I got some spearmint also. I'm going to put some peppermint in it. Peppermint was advised to go in it by my spirit guides. And we're just going to put peppermint in it to bring in the money, okay? To bring in abundance and prosperity. Okay, healing of the solar plexus, because that's what peppermint and spearmint, especially peppermint. Peppermint is amazing for the stomach, which is related to the solar plexus. Okay, I'll be back with part 4. 4. Okay, so we're back with part 4. And I'm loving what this is giving me. It's almost like a tornado. Look at what this is doing. Okay, very, very magical. That looks gorgeous. It's I don't know if you guys can see that. What it's giving me. It's giving powerful. Okay, so we did the skull cap. We did the peppermint. And let me just put these tops back on these things. Okay, before I drive myself insane. All right, so the next herb that we're going to put in here is we're going to put a nice piece of this galangal, you know, just to make sure that we have protection. And I am actually going to put 4 small pieces of the galangal, to 5, okay, to represent earth, air, fire, water, spirit, to protect from the evil eye, okay? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then I can break this last one in half. I should be able to, yeah. All right, so we're just going to take this and we're going to consecrate it to go in our money oil to protect against evil eye, evildoers, people that want to stop the money, okay? Double as a cauldron bubbles. Anybody trying to stop the money, bring judgment, is banished, is powerless, okay? This money has to come, okay, to protect the intent, to protect this oil potion. Blessed be. So we're going to add this in there, okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to add is, we'll do that one next. We're going to add some organic black mustard seed to this. And the black mustard seed, if you look it up, I know that the black mustard seed is definitely going to more than likely protect from money theft. But there's another reason why. So we want the magical properties that is now somewhere in my subconscious when it comes to this black mustard seed. Maybe I'll put it in the comment section or in the annotations or something, to our money oil, okay, for, again, another protective measure, as well as to whatever's in my subconscious about this black mustard seed, okay? All right, so we're going to add that too. And then what's next? Okay, we're going to go ahead and add in our frankincense, okay? We'll do that right now because frankincense can be a little difficult. We'll take probably about a teaspoon of the frankincense, okay? Probably take about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. Don't need a whole lot. This oil is going to be very thick. You can strain it if you want, guys, with my oils. And this one will more than likely be kept refrigerated. To be honest with you, I'll keep it in a fridge because there is a shelf life of these oils, okay? So that's why I'm going to keep the actual bank dirt. I'm going to keep it, you know, for whenever it's time for me to make more. Now, this frankincense does not necessarily have to be chopped up fine, but you can. And so it's kind of difficult to chop it up also, okay? Okay, now the frankincense, I feel that this is all about what the sense that I'm getting from the frankincense is all about protection as well. Protection from evil eye, protection from your money being cursed, okay, to clear that away. Okay, and so it's still got some, I like my stuff chunky, okay, I do. I like my stuff chunky. So I'm going to put that in there, okay? So we got the frankincense, okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to put in here is a little bit of spearmint to help money flow very quickly, okay? Just keep it at a, you know, for money to constantly flow very easily with no difficulty, okay? And we'll just put a little bit of that because that was the same intent of the peppermint, okay, to help it flow. A lot of people don't realize that spearmint is actually really good for money. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of abracamina in here, which I call it abracadabra, okay? We'll put about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of it, about a pinch. That's, to me, that's a pinch. Or maybe that's a little bit more than a pinch. We'll put that in here to, you know, keep the money channels open, prevent blockages, okay, and for protection, okay. All right, and the next thing we're going to put in here, we already put metal sweet in there. We don't need that again. I'm going to put in some golden seal for warding, okay, and then also for prosperity. Okay, and good fortune and success. Okay, I'm gonna add that to it as well. I need to get a little piece of my dragon's blood. And when it comes to herbs, it's not about the amount that you put in there necessarily, but more so the energy that you're putting in there. So you don't have to, like, you know, go crazy with it. Now we're gonna put a little bit of red clover in here. Okay, and this red clover is going to really be for good luck and good spirits and to attract, you know, good fortune, okay? for new money beginnings and good fortune to businesses, jobs, homes. Okay, I'll put that in there. I'm drinking coffee. Okay, and then we're going to put some blue violet. Blue violet is really, really good for healing. And I think that it's necessary for this recipe because there's so many people that, you know, this is going to be, usually when clients come to me, they're coming to me because they may have lost their job or maybe something has happened on their current jobs, you know, so healing, you know, the money situation, you know, just overall healing, good energy, good vibes. Okay. All right. So we're going to add that. And we're going to add a little bit of calamus to this as well. Just a pinch of calamus, just literally a pinch of calamus. Because it can, you know, we're going to make sure we don't burn this either. So I'm going to be real careful with that. Because calamus, I feel like calamus is not only good for domination, compelling to attract money, but we're putting it in to attract what we want, align with what we want to make things easier, okay? And, you know, also to, yeah, just a pinch, okay? Also to kind of open up the doorways and stuff. Calamus has a psychedelic effect if it's burned or smoked. So you don't want to drink it, burn it, or smoke it. Okay. But, you know, in a money working, it would be good. Now, I had my wild lettuce leaf. That's the last thing. Now, wild lettuce leaf really does open up the vision. And it's really good in dream magic. But we're going to put in the wild lettuce leaf because I love wild lettuce leaf. And we're going to put this in here to bring all of the money that we can imagine, that we dream of. Okay. And then we're going to put positive energy in because, you know, negative things can sometimes happen. So we want to prevent that from happening. And the reason why I say that is because, I do work with the goddess Lakshmi. And, you know, for some reason, it seems like people are very negative about other people's money, and because they can tell that you have it. You know, that's why I like to dress kind of down all the time. I want people to know about what I got. Okay, I'll be back with part 5. All right, part 5. So we're going to also put a pinch or two of coffee grinds, and we're going to do this for if there's money needed in a rush. And then also for stability, okay? Just a little bit because coffee grinds can kind of be a little gritty, okay? But I guess it wouldn't be as, you know, it'd be just as gritty as the herbs. So a few things that I had forgotten. We're going to put the last of this ambergris oil or amber oil in it, which is probably maybe about 3 drops, 4 or 5 drops, maybe a drop or 4. Yeah, I love amber. But if you have the amber resin, you should use that. Now I'm going to top this off with some rosemary. Okay, just a little bit more rosemary oil. Okay, for stability. And we are also going to grab this rosemary stick here, okay? And we're gonna just do a little bit of extra because now I can tell you that it's a good idea when you're making this oil to have some rosemary nearby, even though rosemary was not, the actual herb was not included, you know, but it's good to have this. And you just want to speak good things over the oil to bring good luck and protection to all, you know, especially some of you ladies out there that, you know, you may not be getting child support. It may be rough for you. So protection, grounding, okay, you know, the feeling of security, okay. to bring security and stability to jobs and businesses and homes. Okay, we're just going to do this. That coffee, because we didn't want the oil to be too dark, but that coffee seems to have dissolved in there, which is a surprise to me. Surprising. Okay, all right. So, yeah, my son is in there. He thinks he's funny. He's just, I asked him to go up in my room nicely. And he's just in there being a little distraction here. Do you want to go up in my room, baby? Why don't you go upstairs and watch TV, baby? Go ahead, honey. I love you, honey. Go ahead, go up in my room. Okay, so I'm gonna get, okay, so I got my low battery notification while I was shaking and it stopped it. Okay, gonna shake it to the west, shake it to the east, shake it to the north, and shake it to the south. Okay, now this is what it looks like. I know it's a dark concoction, isn't it? But it's made out of dirt, so that's to be expected, okay? Now, I like to do a little tester, and I want to know what my spirits think. And I do this type of divination all the time with my workings. What I want to look at is the energy as far as if, because I don't know. I'm going to charge it some more when I get off of here. But I want spirit guides to let me know with the pendulum. What do you think of this oil so far? Oh, yeah, I'm getting a strong yes answer. Does it need to be charged anymore? Do we need to charge it anymore? Yeah, it could definitely use a little bit of charging. Okay. Does it need to be? Yeah. No, they're saying it's perfect. They're saying that it doesn't need to be charged. Okay. What do you think of this oil? Getting a very, very, very powerful yes. So I like to use my pendulums to do that sometimes. Okay. It just lets me know the energy of it. So I'm going to take, here's how I'm going to finish this out. I'm going to take the sun stone and put it next to it, and then I'm going to take the moon stone and put it, you know what, actually I'm going to put the sun stone to the south, and then the moon, well, to the southeast, sort of, and then the moon stone to the northwest is what I'm getting, okay? And we're just going to sit this here, and we're going to envision it, charging it. And then we'll take this citrine tree and we're going to consecrate it, okay, for the citrine. And then this is also amethyst, okay, to charge this oil, okay. So as you guys can see, this is how I'm going to charge this, okay. And we can, you know, sort of leave our, you know, rosemary right there, you know, kind of like the rosemary stick. But we're going to consecrate this yellow candle to charge this oil for the intended purposes, to bring in money and prosperity, success, abundance of wealth, healing, stability to home, business, home or business, job security, new jobs for those who are seeking new jobs, doors to open for opportunities of money, and to bring in the blessings from the universe, from Jupiter, from Venus, okay? All right, so we're gonna put that on there, and this is gonna charge, okay? Like I said, you can just use the money oil right now, but this is extra. Okay, so we're just going to charge this oil. We'll let that dry for a second, and then it is going to sit here and charge. Okay. All right. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Again, you guys, if you want to reach me, you can contact me at www.divineservicesapothecary.com. And I am accepting new students, new clients, as well as apprentices, okay? Because I'm erecting my coven, actually. All right. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up or the like or heart it. And I'll see you guys next time. Blessed be. So I wanted to make a little quick part 6 of this oil, and this is how it's going to be left to charge, okay? Like I said, this candle is going to take quite a while to burn down. So if you were to decide, okay, I want to use it in about an hour or even 30 minutes, you can snuff the candle out, just take the top off, get you some out, and continue to allow it to charge, okay? But as you guys can see, I have my citrine and amethyst tree right here, and I've got my sunstone here to the southeast, and then my moonstone to the northwest, okay? And then I also did put my rosemary, sage, and I've got some dragon's blood sitting here that I need to put up. But it is charging, and this is going to be some really good bank dirt money oil. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Sorry for the mess. Honestly, yeah, I'm kind of a messy spiritualist, okay? And so, you know, I do what needs to be done. But I'm loving this flame. It's very strong. Doing a lot here. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this series, enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys always believe in magic, always believe in your own power, and don't let nobody limit you at all, okay? Defy all of the limitations that others have set for you, okay? All right, I will see you guys later. Bless, bless.